Sunday morning, I went to church, slept in Sunday service. That shit boring. Kanye service be lit though. Woke up, I saw my mans have a DS. Walked up to him and asked, what was he playing? He said, fuck off, nerd. And in that moment, God blessed me with the best pink ball of all time. Jigglypuff. Wait, what? Before we actually start this, that was actually how I unironically found out about Kirby. Kirby by far is the most lovable character in all of gaming history. If you hate Kirby, but at the same time, while anyone who hates him is in a psych award, he is one of the most underrated characters of all gaming.
How can a character that's loved by everybody be underrated?
Oh wait, that's an actual good question. But before we start this, I just want to say, look at my channel. And at first glance, I may seem like a loser, but at the end of the day, I'm a pessimistic loser. I play games I love, and I replay them until I can find the tiniest flaw in them, so I can call them garbage. I've literally rewatched Hunter x Hunter several times to find any flaw, and I did it on my 8th time. 9.5 out of 10, it's garbage, please go watch it. But there's one game I've played over 1,000,000 times, and the more I play it, the more I love it. I'm Afro Sakurai, and this is why Kirby Superstar Ultra is one of the best video games of all time.
Your baby daddy's worst nightmare.
Wait, I already played the intro. Before we begin this video, I'm treating Kirby Superstar Ultra and Kirby Superstar are the same game. So just letting y'all know. I don't know where to start this video, so I'm gonna start it off with difficulty. Kirby games are known for being easy and it turns people off. If a game can't make you feel like you are complete and make you feel like you're worth something and your life is actual as hollow as a ghoul from Fallout, then why bother playing it? I'ma be real, focusing on difficulty is one of the most stupid things I've ever seen gamers do. I think it's a way for gamers to gatekeep on how they are better, and if you aren't as Chad as them, they think they are better because they spent over 1,000 hours trying to speedrun Dark Souls rather than going outside and making real friends. All jokes aside, Kirby being super easy has always been its major critique for the game. Fuck and I want to start a new trend in gaming. Now before I say this, I'm not outright saying I hate video games being difficult, but making games difficult does not make it fun. That's like saying Sonic 06 is the best game ever.
I'm fucking done!
No, you're not!
This is bullshit!
I'm gonna go.
This is fucking bullshit!
I can't get off!
Difficulty does not equal fun, but you know what does? Satisfaction! And ooh, baby! This game is satisfying to play! The fact that this game is easy and satisfying is what makes this game amazing. Kirby doesn't aim to be a hardcore game where it takes all your effort to just fight one boss and move on to the next. Kirby is something that's supposed to be friendly to beginners. If you see every game as some kind of challenge you have to complete, you must have done too much in your childhood. Kirby is just one of those games you just look at and you go, oh. I mean, look at the sprite, cute animations, the suplex, dang, boom. Hey yo, you wanna hear something cool? Desmo! That's why I'm the only one who called it Desmo. Kirby constantly having changing abilities is a way to get veteran and new players to experiment more with Kirby. And since Sakurai is a motherfucking genius, the combination of sprite styles and how every single ability has its own moveset, it's like you got a whole character selection under your fingertips. I'm gonna dive more into that later. Kirby Superstar Ultra is amazing with this level progression on how it gets more difficult. They don't just throw harder bosses at you to make it more difficult. It does, but it doesn't rely on it. Or just putting a clusterfucks of attacks on your screen. They add more onto level design to keep it fresh. The level design slowly progresses to be more complicated platforming to ease the player into learning how to deal with more difficult situations, while also keeping it fresh and new for veteran gamers. If you're a rock hard gamer, they have two options for you pro gamers might like. Great Cave Offensive and the arenas are just boss rushes with different quirks to them. You might ask, what's the difference between each one? I don't want to tell you because I want you to play a stupid game! But why are these two things important? Great Cave Offensive and all the arenas are choices. You don't have to go in there complete 100%. It isn't needed to get the true ending of the game. But it helps balance out the casual base and the base that wants to dominate the fuck out of the game. And all this without choosing a easy, medium, and hard difficulty. The game tries to appeal to everyone with one difficulty, and has challenges that veteran players can explore, while newbies can enjoy skipping them, minding their own business. Sakurai's a genius! Why do you think my name's after Sakurai? Let's move on to the sexy level design. This part separates why Kirby Superstar Ultra is better than every single other Kirby game. Before I start this video, if you're a Kirby fan and you think Kirby Superstar Ultra isn't the best game, I want to say a hostile joke, but the debate between what's the best Kirby game has to be one of the most mild and mature debates I've ever seen in gaming. So let's keep that positive vibe. Positivity, baby! It's Kirby! Let's all love each other! But Kirby Superstar Ultra has one of the best level designs ever in gaming, and I'll break it down. Now, why is Kirby Superstar Ultra better than the other Kirby games? Most notably, the newer Kirby games that are coming out. This is only including any mainline Kirby game coming out after Return of Dreamland. And the problem with these games is that, man, these levels are too bland! Most levels just have you running up a straight line or going down or up a straight line. They leave you no room to run around and explore what little areas you could go to. And you want to know why? Gimmicks! The level designs are solely focused on gimmicks that's surrounded by each game. And there is nothing wrong with that. But compared to Superstar or Ultra, the amount of creative different paths you could take is just not comparable to the rest. These games' level design don't try to find how they can find a more creative way to utilize gimmicks to your advantage. They feed it to you like a motherfucking baby! Unlike Kirby Superstar Ultra! Game of the year for that shirt! Kirby Superstar Ultra level design basically just doesn't do that. What do you want me to say? Show gameplay proving it? Oh, I bet! This one room in Dino Blade, Mallow Castle. Favorite OCT! You can just rush through this level with no gimmicks without caring about anything else, just running up platforming. For the speedrunners! So bust the two! Or you can try to use abilities that are given to you to explore other areas. Like, for example, you can take the umbrella, glide down unbreakable blocks. I didn't know Kirby had ninjas! Shinobi! This basic and simple design explains all Superstar Ultra's formula. It doesn't force you to use gimmicks. You can play at your own pace and run through stuff you don't care about. But it leaves the gimmicks laying around there, so when you replay it, you can be like, hey, what if I do this? And when you do that, it's Now, previous Kirby games have explored this concept and done it effectively, but Kirby Superstar Ultra does it the best. The only one that can compete, in my opinion, is Amazing Mirror. The fact that it's an open world Kirby game. Come on, let's break from the video. Can we please get another 2D adventure open world Kirby game like Amazing Mirror? Or at least a remake of that game. Is that too much to ask for? That would be amazing. It'll be a way to innovate Kirby, whatever. Which I would honestly argue that it might have better level design than Kirby Superstar Ultra because it encourages you to explore the open world that you're put in. Problem with Amazing Mirror is that it has the Xenoblade problem! What's that, you may ask? Having terrible enemy placement, motherfucker! Even Superstar had this, but not the GOAT for 11 years straight. Superstar Ultra! Alright, can you go more depth into that? Hell no, I'm lazy. I'll give you guys a 10-second death on that. Just don't place your enemies in stupid places where I can't not react to it. That's it. Just don't make enemy placement unfair. That's it. Let's move on to the next topic now. Kirby Superstar is as innovating as Super Mario 64. Whoa, that's a big ass claim. And this is the only time I will say this. This might be just my bias for Sakurai, but it has reasons behind it. Remember what I said earlier? The combination of sprite styles and how every single ability has its own moveset. It's like you got a whole character selection under your fingertips. You see, it's not like Mario where you just get one ability and you can just shoot flowers. Small dick energy. Now, having every single ability give you a unique moveset. There's There's already a million people saying it already, but Superstar was Smash Bros before Smash Bros ever existed. Watch Relax Alex video, but if you don't got 8 minutes while you're probably watching an 18-minute video, you move forward, press attack, boom, different attack. Move backwards, boom, different attack. And this makes Kirby Superstar have a bigger roster than the base Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't think that's true, but still funny though. Kirby Superstar was Smash Bros before Smash Bros was even a thing. And the fact that it influenced Smash Bros is what makes it one of the most influential games of all time. It didn't just spawn a new genre of fighting games accidentally, but it also gave birth to many different communities. Without Kirby Superstar Ultra, we wouldn't have this.
That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco.
Hell! OG Master Hand was in Kirby Superstar!
Yeah, the music was actually pretty trash. Kirby Superstar Ultra is amazing with this music. The only way I can demonstrate this is if I show you guys the difference in emotions this soundtrack has. All the way from cute, good lucky, go happy, nostalgic, to dark and mysterious, and in my opinion, music in gaming is a masterpiece when it conveys the emotion they want the player to feel perfectly. Well, but what makes a soundtrack better than other soundtracks is when they have a variety of tracks that display different amount of emotions. Before we continue this, I'm no music professor or professional, this is just my opinion only. And Kirby is definitely no stranger to this concept. For example, Xenoblade 2. I know I love sitting on Xenoblade 2, but I genuinely love that game. 7.8 out of 10. Soundtrack's amazing. The soundtrack is amazing and a masterpiece, but you rarely don't see it going outside of its comfort zone of a range of emotion. It's usually a mix between hard battle music and sad emotional music, with its chill relaxation music here and there. But in this cute, nice Kirby Superstar Ultra game, you wouldn't expect like him going out this comfort zone. It's just a nice. Let me actually demonstrate my favorite soundtracks in this game and the vast different emotions that it shows. Adventurous! Cute and charming. Dark and mysterious. Horror! Let me actually play the real theme. Sentimental and nostalgic. Oh wait, this isn't even in the game. I'll just let it slide. It's pretty good.
Right back at ya.
I want to share my beliefs on story in video games. As long as the story fits perfectly well with the video game, it's a masterpiece. For example, Super Mario Odyssey's story was just a simple Mario story with a bit of twist at the end, making a masterpiece perfection. Zelda Breath of the Wild story was terrible. The game tries to work hard and get you interested in its past, which it does amazingly. Too bad it only makes us interested and actually doesn't show what happened! I'm sorry, that came out of a personal place of severe disappointment. Kirby Superstar Ultra story is a true masterpiece! It's a nice cute story with tiny dark themes in it. And I'm not going to be talking about how OP Kirby is and how dark the Kirby franchise really is. But the story in Kirby Superstar Ultra is a very charming one. From a simplistic game like Kirby Superstar Ultra, you gotta marvel how the story goes from just a cute dude running around fighting a greedy king to him fighting a misunderstood bird that I don't want to spoil because that's a plot twist, to taking down a crew of pirates, seeing their charming dialogue and the chemistry they have, to I'm gonna spoil something. Skip to this part of the video if you don't want to get spoiled. Marx is one of the best video game characters ever written. For someone whose first Kirby game was Superstar Ultra, Marx is amazing. His character goes against everything that the Kirby story formula went by. He comes out being a friend and is like, yo, Kirby, you gotta do this, this, and that. I'm your homie, I'm helping you out. And you playing Kirby, you don't expect him to do anything. He's just a nice, cute friend that you... This was the first time I ever saw betrayal in a video game. Especially in a Kirby game. You don't expect shit like this. Alright, spoilers are done. In this game, the story is simplistic, but it takes a lot of dark turns you wouldn't expect Kirby to be in. Now, this is by far not the darkest game out of all, but it really puts you in perspective, like, wow, this isn't some cheerful adventure anymore, while at the same time keeping it simplistic. Unlike this son of a... Now, I think I covered on why this game is truly amazing, but I didn't cover on the title why it's the best. It has everything a game could dream of being. Amazing gameplay, level design, innovation, story, music, and oh wait, this game is made for everyone. Now, my whole take on what the best is how big is the audience scope, and while getting everything else right in its actual game. And Kirby Superstar Ultra is an audience for all gamers. For example, let's compare Kirby Superstar Ultra to another game I consider 10 out of 10, Nier Automata. Nier is an amazing game, truly a masterpiece, but only appeals to a niche audience. Can you imagine your kid playing this? You want a challenge? You can get to the true arena, try to complete the Great Cave, and have fun speedrunning! You a beginner? It's perfect for your slow pace learning new things. You just want something cute to watch? Bada bing! You want some nice heartfelt tell story? Bada boom! Want some horror? You want to be a motherfucking badass? Meta motherfucking night, baby! I'm rushing the end of this video because I'm literally almost done with my script and I worked hard on this, but at the end of the day, Kirby Superstar Ultra is a game I can revisit and always be satisfied. I can appreciate every single little detail in this game from how it turned out. I never hear someone after playing the full game of Kirby Superstar Ultra and be unsatisfied. I say full because the one time I heard someone not be satisfied with the whole game was because they were bored of Spring Breeze. Never judge a platformer by their first level. But as I end this video off, I tried finding a flaw in this game. I really did. The only really huge flaws I could find is the multiplayer and a Great Cave can be a bit tedious. And I'll counter those two. Multiplayer is good when the other player has the game. We just took for granted how good Mario Kart DS is. There are rarely any games that really allow you to play multiplayer on a handheld system without another person having the game. The fact that it actually allows you to do it to some degree is a blessing. And Great Cave Offensive, in my opinion, has no flaws because you can decide when to skip those treasures. Those treasures do not get in the way of your experience. You decide if you want them or not. It's not like it's content blocking you. You only do it for your own satisfaction. So, now, this video wasn't a review of Kirby Superstar Ultra, and if it was, I would go over every mode. 10 out of 10, please. 10 out of 10, please play it. But this was me trying to say Kirby Superstar Ultra, in my opinion, is the best game of all time. This game has done so much for gaming, while also just being an amazing game itself. The game is the reason why I'm named after Sakurai. It's not because of Smash Brothers? I'm not a Smash tuber. Every time I would play Kirby, I would boot it up and I'd be happy. This game has meant a lot to me. It taught me a lot of stuff in general, but it always made me happy coming back to it. Call me a no-life gamer. I don't care, man. Honestly, I've cried to this game. I'll be depressed and just come back to this game. I can always smile at it, no matter what age I am. Every time I come back to this game, I'm always happy. And I gotta thank Sakurai for making this game. I gotta thank for getting this game, man. Thank y'all for watching. I might have a personal bias with this game, but this game, in my opinion, is the best game of all time. If you got a problem with that, it's okay. I don't care. But the personal connection I have with this game is just beats any other game of all time. Peace.